Yes, it's another beautiful Tuesday, and we are back to vibe with you at home, wherever you are. Yes, make sure you call a friend to tell a friend that the Akunfi Princess, Mercy B, in your waba, wajinegwa. And that's your above vibe. Now, there's something trending on Twitter that is either fix us, fix the country, fix yourself. But then on the topic, I ever discussed it, it's about yourself. So, as a young woman, you need to fix yourself. That is the most important thing. And I have two gorgeous ladies here with me. I'll introduce them. But let me also remind you that we are live in your Yedem Claire on Facebook at eTV. Yes, eTV Ghana. Yeah, that happy FM, na eTV, you know, that kind of thing. But it's eTV Ghana. We are streaming live. And we are also live on GoTV channel 177. We are live on GoTV channel 177, and it's on Facebook at eTV Ghana. Let's get interactive on WhatsApp on 02022222054 02022222054. Now come on, it's about all our girls, no matter the age. Is about you. We are talking about feminine hygiene today. It's a very important topic, so make sure if you're a guy and you're watching, please call your sister, call your mother. Call every female person in your family, and let's vibe today on Girl Vibes. My name is Mercy B, the Akunfi Princess. We will be right back after this break. Okay, welcome back. This is Girl Vibes right here on eTV Ghana. And today we are talking about feminine hygiene. Yes, if you're a lady and you're wondering how to keep yourself as a girl. No one put on fun horse and a pag is no mother. In fact, Miss Mobile obey using a roll on a spray. They are all very important. And how to keep the end that day. And we are going to talk about that, and we are going to learn a lot. So do stick and stay with us. We are live on Facebook at eTV Ghana and also live on GoTV channel 177. Now I have with me two beautiful ladies as usual. Debbie Anyamankuti nam host the show. In Sindamo one fancy lady. Not here Ankasa. Miss Afo or Hadi. And she's Valentina for a Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana. She's a member of that. And I also have Dora Asante, who happens to be a student of GIJ. And inside on Cheribia Girl Vibes Sigwe Baba Beji on Cheribia Mayo Bayabum Dora Kaba.
Yeah.
Valentina Akaba. Yeah. Just feel free. Here we are going to vibe. Now, you being a person that work with parenthood, it's a mum for one chassis because Bibia Beshasa or Stasifi and more from them. So, on that side, when we talk about hygiene, let's first of all start from that. You know my definitions now. So, being a parent, being as part of that association, when we talk about hygiene, what is hygiene?
Okay, so hygiene is basically cleanliness. So how to keep yourself, how to ensure that as a human being you are in the right state. When I say the right state, I mean with regards to personal hygiene, which includes basic stuff such as bathing regularly, cleaning yourself, washing your clothes. Yes, so when you talk about hygiene, yeah, in my point of view, that's what
hygiene.
Yeah.
Dora, is there anything you want to add up?
Okay, to add to what she said, yeah, basically hygiene is keeping yourself fresh to always make sure you look pleasant. I mean, you smell pleasant. Yeah.
Okay. It is a damnaya kadef, yeah, the feminine back hygiene.
Okay.
Then no so not saying that feminine hygiene.
Yes, so you see, feminine means female.
Okay.
So with feminine hygiene, which is a part of personal hygiene, it's basically the various things a young person, a girl or a woman should do within the period of her menses or her menstrual period. Yes, so those are the things or the practices that a person should engage in within that time.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it only about that time of the month? Another throughout, being a lady, throughout the month,
yes,
you need to be clean.
Yes, you realize that it's a cycle, and it's continuous. So within the cycle, at every given point, there are some practices that you should inculcate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let Dora.
Dora.
Hi.
I said, do we have to wait till that time of the month? I mean, straight in and sana. Pay attention to your body.
No, as a lady, dear, you always have to make sure that any time, each time of the, every second, every minute, every you smell pleasant. And especially when you go out there, if you are someone who is the outgoing type, you have to be shaving. You have to be, you don't have to keep hairs. You get it?
Your body.
Yes, you don't have to be keeping your hair. No, for what for? So as a lady, even though when we talk of feminine, it's there. I mean, under the organ. Yes, and you should make sure it's not only about the organ.
Yeah.
The outward appearance also counts. Yeah, it does.
So, talking about that time of the month, let's put that one aside because I know that one is a whole lot.
Sure,
We'll get there.
sure.
But let's start from I mean, from your hair, how to keep our hair is a whole lot of issues.
Sometimes. It's a hell.
From before that. Sister, on easy. I will on that side, my minchamu who can crave not should be Marco. We'll be right back to continue with the discussion. Welcome back. So as we are talking about feminine hygiene right here on eTVGhana Girl Vibes, yes, let's get interactive on WhatsApp. Send us whatever problem you have about your, hygienic self on 0202222054. And Valentina waha, Dora and so waha, na nkomacho on your tight as I say. Before I go break, not your casa about how to keep our hair. Now, Obabi or Hokra, Ihuna, Sabi. Need Sirhin Cotin car or what Sirhin Nimuno. On them by, in fact, what can I enter in crown away or your name? Yam not, or be need Sirhin off phone chance in oil, but in cold in Nimuno for one. Valentina, why they am Miss Yafu be more them? And how do we even keep our hair to, make it look nicer?
Well, I can't really tell why some people keep their hair for so long. But you can't also blame them because some people have naturally sweaty scalp. So yes, when that happens, they braid and then in 2 weeks, because of the sweat, it begins to give off awful smell. Yes, so you can't blame them. But then there can be maybe a way that they can work around it to make sure that it doesn't smell that bad, or also, go for alternative styles that can allow maybe washing in between and then, the use of sprays and stuff. Yeah.
Dora, how do we keep our hair? Like mostly when we braid, we keep braids on our hair. That is where we get such problems a lot. I remember maybe having a wake up. So with a wake up, I can easily remove and style.
It smells
brush
as well.
it. So
it smells as well.
Yes,
it does. Even with a cornrow, sometimes if you keep it for longer, it smells. Yes.
So what do we do now?
So with the braids, I think the best thing is if you think you have a sweaty scalp.
Okay.
What you should do is to do a regular cleaning, at least a towel and then a wet towel, and then you just clean it anytime before you move out. You get it. But then if you are the type that don't really sweat that much, I think you can just go for hair spray or something, and then spray before you just move out. Yeah.
And you were talking about the wick cap
with the wick cap
as well.
Yes, you just have to get it dry. Make sure you get a sunshade or something and then keep it under for some time and then just remove it. No, I was talking about the hair actually, not the wig cap.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about the hair,
like
the cornrow, under the weave on.
Okay.
Sometimes others they keep
the wig caps on. Okay.
You get it. They'll be like, oh, after all, it's a cornrow, so let me just. No, it also smells.
Okay.
It does. Yes. So after some time, just unbraid it and then wash it, braid it back, and then you are good to go. You mean?
Because it's wake up. We just the one that show higher rough, but I know because definitely edu a damn my baby who kakra.
So
as a wake up that. That's what. But then we I know who her nature, but I know That is for the hair side. Now, if it's your personal hair, how do you even keep that one too?
As in my personal
Your personal,
hair.
yeah, your natural hair that is being kept. And mostly...
With me, okay, with me, I have a permed hair.
Okay.
And then I make sure I clean it twice a week.
Twice
Because
a
I am
week.
the type that sweat a lot.
Okay.
You get it? So every week, I make sure I clean it twice to get rid of any unpleasant smell.
In the hair.
Because in Memomo Kasapa, sometimes you wouldn't even notice. By the time you pass and you hear, they are talking. Charlie.
So then when I posted on Facebook, a comment that a guy passed was like, oh, Obabi or ho, what you want to say, can you kakana say, I will in Yabut?
It's true.
I'll Yabutan and they was saying now, girl.
Ombwa. It's true, pa.
Mama, very pro.
Yeah, there are ladies or chow. You, in fact, the smell, the kind of smell I'll bet you know. It's on and
Yeah.
You get it. Meanwhile, you are out there any moment or every time you get your lime and then make sure you use it before maybe before
You take
bathing.
your bath.
But she doesn't mind. And sometimes he also can.
No, but lime, yeah, King. Lime water on our hand.
Sister, she just woke up going to get something for herself. She's going to make
she'll
sure
buy a dress, she'll buy shoes
dressing
and everything.
No, we are not even talking about dress. She just wake up and all that she thinks of is money because maybe she has some 2 or 3 children. Yeah, she's a single mother or something. You think she has time to go and buy a bonua to go and be using for her armpits? No, she doesn't. She's thinking of money. Everything is money. It's no say I'm just going to search for money. Or sorry, I will dry regardless of who sent.
No, but scanner no. Sometimes the way appearance now when I'm the crime you know, the smell, the odor, the good one that comes from you know. Oh man, crop crab or in chen waters. But so very babataz na sabe who second to na senti on 2 months or woko. So thinking about the nair cotton and Valentina, Mamma or so damn the mama dura casado.
Yes, sometimes you can't blame them because maybe they don't, as she rightly said, they don't have the financial capability.
Okay.
So you can't expect somebody to change her hair maybe twice in 2 weeks because you think that you feel that she knows she has a smelly scalp, so that's what she has to do. But then perhaps she doesn't feel that way because she feels like using her money to do that every 2 weeks is a lot for her. Yes, so it's individual differences, and I believe that as individuals we should know ourselves and know what best works for us. So, yeah.
But talking about our armpits, like let me say our pubic part, that is the down there.
Yeah.
Let me just say because Adiasa, for the vagina side, how to keep that side neat, even before that time of the month that you menstruate. Obi beja one my seketu one if what than a natural hair, not the one good. It's your what's na baby na say or she skater, sister. Obi on na whole bogan. Since I saw one cry Valentina, I know a parenthood association. It's my for now on about foot from the beginning because you're into your teenage side and I'm on a moment and I foot about how to, you know, even
Keep
save
yourself.
and keep that side of our body, our armpits and all that. So what do we do
Yes,
to
so
keep the other clean?
we advise parents to educate their children. Well, although you know, this kind of education is done in schools, we advise that parents having the talk with their children, it gives the kind of, you know, connection. And the things that are basically supposed to be taught to children or to adolescents and people who are growing up, as you know, to keep themselves neat. At least your outlook should be neat. And some people look very neat, but then they smell terribly. So you also have to teach them how to keep their armpits and other vital areas. You have to buy products for them so that they use. You know, you can use water, you can bath. But then after bathing, you realize you don't use deodorant or something. Then you get this kind of sweaty friction in your armpits. Sometimes it's natural. It shouldn't be so bad, but some people have this odor that is terribly
extremely bad.
Yes, and needs to be checked. So yes, basically we advise that parents teach children or their growing up adolescents to take very good care of themselves using the usual. Some people buy alum for their children. When they're going to bath, they pour it in the water for some time before they use the water to bath. So it saves or replaces the lime. Some families also produce have lime and lemon at home, and then advise their kids to use it maybe 5 minutes or 30 minutes before bathing. Yes, and after that, sometimes you should be careful. When you go out, you have your tissue, like something to keep you up the top of your hygiene.
Okay. Okay. So how do I keep my armpits clean then? How many times do I even have to shave?
For that, I can't tell anybody the number of times you have to shave, but then it depends on you. Some people are very hairy. Some people are even going and they don't have a single hair in their armpits, so I can't tell. Maybe yes, but if you do have, then you have to pay attention. So immediately you feel that you see, sometimes maybe you don't even have not much hair in your armpit, but you feel the need to shave because the smell you are getting from there is not so pleasant. So yes, you should pay attention, and then yes, do the needful when the time comes.
Okay. Dora, how do I treat my armpit before we even come to the downside, the most important area?
For the armpit is a very delicate organ or in our body, because whatever you do, if you lift up your armpit, so the smell that comes out, you should always make sure it's fine. So with that, I think the usage of lime, as she said earlier, and then alum, and even if you don't have money, there's this ash. You can use ash
from the charcoal.
Yes, from the charcoal. You can just gather that and then use it probably 5-10 minutes before you go and get your bath. Yes. Or lime, you just slice it into two, and then you use the other half for. You can even use the one half for both of the armpits.
It'll be clean to go.
And make sure your armpit is always dry. If I say dry, there shouldn't be any hair. Sometimes even ladies, when they raise up their arms,
oh yeah, no, a or friend and sleeveless was all kind of
I just ask myself,
that's all common.
Does she know that this is the situation she has? I know they are common in so sometimes.
But why wouldn't you know? You should know yourself.
Oh, I have a couple of friends who naturally don't like shaving. Naturally, they don't like shaving.
They are ladies too.
Yes. So until you force them to do that, and with this kind of friend, if she goes out there, she might forget herself and then
raise her hands. Yeah, it will happen definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, so how do you force such a person to shave?
So
if you have a friend like that,
anytime you go to her place, you have to make sure that she lifts her hand
for you to check.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
You are not the mother to check everything. Well, a carried friend, it's important
that
because
I
know nyanko baby that's all come and then sadona. Oh, come on, being in there. So definitely, here. Now let's come to the other part, the most important side of a lady. Now, first of all, before we even talk about the kind of and even talk about those in zaman za oye na za oye or the obaba to use one also talking about shaving it and all that and those sorts and then treating to the way I and Valentina.
Yes, for shaving, you see, as I said, we are all different individuals, and you can't look at your friend and say that, oh, my friend shaves maybe twice in a month, so I'm going to do same. But you have to take note of yourself, and sometimes you have to make sure you shave properly before your period, so that you don't end up, having bacteria, infections, and other stuff. Yes, I believe when you do it, you have to make sure that you are using the right tool you don't take a blade or something. Use a shaving stick. Use it properly. Make sure it's new and no one else has used it, to avoid, you know, HIV and other infectious viruses and things. Yes, so yeah, that's what I would say.
Dora,
Hi.
what will you add up about cleaning the area when it's not that time of the month?
For the area, dear, it is a very, very, very delicate place. If you don't take care, too much of something might lead to a different thing. And then if you don't take care to, you might end up getting a smelly organ. Yes. So with what I would advise is, you should be shaving as well, and naturally, it is arranged in a way that it's the place
cleanses itself.
Yes, itself naturally. So if you feel you have to be douching, if I say douche, like to be, no, you are at risk of what I say. You are at risk of giving the place a bacteria, which is not supposed to be. It's, you know, you just do the needful. Just shave the place and then make sure you always wash the place. Don't be douching. No, it's not allowed.
That is when I was penetrate to clean.
Yeah, because I know if you go to the gynecologist, that is what it is advised. That no, men, the old answer just be washing the place with water. No soap, no harsh soap. No, it's no. That is how it is.
Okay, talking about no harsh soap. And when I wanted soap, there are more hygienic feminine wash bebrea in the system, and there to wash, you know, that side of the body. I'm talking about the vagina side. No, is it advisable to use those feminine wash and all that?
Well, I wouldn't say it's advisable because, as she said, it cleanses itself. Yes, so it has a self-cleansing property, and the place has a pH that should be maintained. So when you use other products and you are not so sure of the product, some products are acidic, you know, they have acidic elements, and then when you use them, it messes with the pH of the place. So in that case, when the pH is messed up, which it means that automatically you are not, there's something wrong. Yes, so you could end up having infections, rashes, irritation, burning sensations. Yes, so I wouldn't say that you should use some products, but you should, you know, wash the place regularly with just water, and yeah, I believe you'll be fine if one maintains that kind of yes, with regular. You have to do it religiously so that it doesn't, you know, it's like you're on and off. That means it's not, yes, yeah, you have to take care.
Okay, so how do I wash there? I want you to teach us. Do I have to squat? Do I stand? How do I do it? What is the right way to wash down?
Is there a right way? I don't know if there's a right way, but then I would advise that you don't put your hands inside your body. Yes, you don't have any form of penetration, so you wash your vulva. I think that's the most important part, because when you sweat, that's where you have some kind of how do you call it, you'd have some kind of where the bacteria can keep itself or hide itself. Yes, let me say hide itself. Yeah, so when you wash, you make sure that your vulva is clear, and then I think you are good to go. Because inside your vagina, you have no place putting your hand inside your vagina, because it's self-cleansing. So whatever needs to clear the place, your body will provide that, and then it's going to come out. In that manner.
So at a younger age, I was taught to squat whenever I want to wash down so that I can easily get access to it. So with my left hand, I squat and then use just normal clean water to wash down. One thing that I've never done before is using a feminine wash or soap to wash down, never. And so far, I think it's good. maintain man. And one funny thing I do is sometimes I sit in front of the mirror, open myself, and then watch myself very well there. So when I hear okay, and I think it helps because now one can say is it's very important. Trust me, it was my mother that taught me that, and I think it's really helping because then by a to visit what friend a washroom nazia infections to the white nazia. But if you pay attention to yourself, and you know yourself very well, you will know when something is coming. You know, for you to quickly treat it, because smell normal, but if you pay attention and you know your body smell, naturally, obabia there's this natural.
It has a natural musky smell.
It is and wash away. Na say eco washroom and need tissue. Na is about papa. This is the little I know that I'm teaching you. You need to clean whenever you visit. Just like I can pass, sister. For tissue, never for her. Now, Valentina, let's come to that time of the month. That is the menstruation. Now, at that time of the month, been more come 5 days. Some go 6, some even 4 to 7, and then be more crack on 9. At that time of the month, how do I keep myself as a lady?
Yes, so first of all, you have to get some products which are essential, such as sanitary towels. You could also use tampons if you are comfortable. You have menstrual cups, you have other sponges and a wide range. But then the usual one we are all comfortable with, or I believe most young people at the beginning of menstruation uses the sanitary towels. So you have to get that, and then you also have to get, you know, if you have terrible cramping, you get your painkiller, and then you would also practice personal hygiene, which is bathing regularly. You know, as we have discussed earlier, you have to shave properly so that you know you don't have to deal with bushy areas mixed with discharges of blood. Yes, so. Yeah, basically, I think those are the things you have to do. And you also have to pay attention because sometimes maybe you have some changes, reactions from the tampons or the menstrual...
The sanitary parts.
Yes, the sanitary towels that you are using. Yes, so you have to pay attention. When you begin to get rashes, then you know that, okay, maybe this is not so good for me. And some of them are also scented. So if you don't like the scent, I think that you should take note and then make the change.
And I think some to give bad smell. I don't know whether you've noticed that. There are some sanitary pads that do really have this heavy...
Very strong.
Yeah, very strong. Yeah. And some even have heat when you use them for a while.
It's advisable to go for cotton.
To go for the cotton ones, okay.
To go for the cotton during your menses.
Okay, so just that one, you agree with whatever she said, or you want to add up more?
Oh yeah, and there should be a frequent change of sanitary pad.
How long do I have to change per day?
It depends on your flow. Someone can just, within 3 hours, someone is fine. Within 2 hours, someone is fine. Within 5 hours, someone is fine. But then it depends on your flow. If you shouldn't wait till the pad is
soaked.
So soaked. No, you shouldn't do that. So when the moment you see you are not comfortable with the kind of flow you are having, you just have to change it. And if by chance you are home, you have to make sure you wash the place before you change the pad. But if you are at work where you can't get any washroom, it's advisable to be changing it probably after 2 or 3 hours.
You need to change. Okay. So what if I don't flow that heavy that I'll feel maybe my pad is soaked? Do I have to wait till I get home before I remove my sanitary pad?
No. It brings this smell after menses. So it's always advisable, whether you flow heavy or not, you should change it at least twice a day. Okay. At least twice a day. Yeah.
Okay, Valentina, what do you have to add?
I do agree. You see, you can't put on sanitary towel for 24 hours. I believe that you have some heat, you are dressed up, you are in sanitary towel, you can't put it on for as long as you want to. So immediately you find out that there's heat building up, and then naturally feel maybe uncomfortable, then you would have to change. I think it's important to also say that not everybody has access or is financially capable to provide herself sanitary towels, a number of them, so that they keep changing.
Yeah.
So some use cloth and other things. And
do people still use the cloth?
They do.
yes, you'll be
Is it healthy?
Definitely
no
not.
option.
Yes.
Let's go for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the cloth. It's very important. So we take a breather. We will be right back. Okay, you are watching Girl Vibes, and currently, yes, my phone lines are activated, so you can call me at 05556 57278 05556 Maybe we are humanatu, and it also for our phone na friend. Valentina Waha, she's a member of the Parenthood Association, and I also have Dora, who happens to be a student of GIG. And in that we are talking about feminine hygiene. Obabi Oha, or for her sister. And canning any kakra, one casa cry to me when they be quay, and if for her not a young and I am fadrin name. Now we are also live on Facebook at eTVGhana. So let me read some of the messages there. Whilst reading, you can call me. The number is 0555657278. Number no so that will screen na say inti able to my fat na a friend. Before the break in the crowd, Valentina raised something that was very important. That in the bani be more than how you say for menstruation. Valentina.
Yes. You can't blame them. It's not necessarily lack of education, which may be a cause, but sometimes you realize that financially, because somebody doesn't have money to eat in the day, and then you expect her to use her money to go and buy sanitary. I
have a first caller, so let me pick him or her. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Pacho, who's in the baby a friend, Henifi?
Me Pacho, your family, ya, me Kasafi, ya, Shamo.
Me Pacho, ya, mawanonko.
Yo, me Pacho. Ya, me CAC, 5 months in me. 5 months in me, na, me, ya, but last month, me, man,
okay, yeah, it's a question, but we are not talking about menstruation itself. We are talking about mesma say woman is ma but to make people. But in the time of you menstruating, I would say that or there to a hospital that could check, because for 5 months you need to check up. It also depends on the age. Ebia menopause aso another baby them. It's in Pacho hospital not could check mine, because 5 months is it no more. That's it for ya. Miss Medasi Bri. And Anna Valentina, do you have anything to add?
I think medical attention is
very important, because for 5 months, I know you have to do that either you're pregnant or you go to the hospital to check. If you know you are not pregnant, is that Pacho? Yeah. Hospital, not doctors, won't check them more. Now, Valentina, we were talking about people using clothes as parts.
Yes. Yes, it's not surprising. Okay, to me, it's not surprising, because it's something I've heard since I was growing up. It's something I heard people use. Yes, so, but it's quite surprising for a lot of other people, because we feel that in this day and age, with the technological advancements and education all going on social media, with the adverts on telly, we expect that some people have the knowledge.
Okay, but let me not cut you. I have a caller. So, hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, that my age not do actually. I was in a baby for Henifi. Hello, can you hear me? Reduce the volume now. Oh, TV no the name. Not hear me through the phone. Aye.
Nothing.
Me that's it. And see, my one no call watching. Oh, why can't you more? You know, don't check for check. Quite not. Mommy read some of your Facebook messages. This one says, as a guy, can I teach my girlfriend, Valentina?
Of course.
Okay.
It is very allowed. Why not? You are the one that you are with the lady. Tune her to what you want her to be.
Okay.
When she goes out there, the obey any who be say a papa, credit will be given to you. Say a bonnet swap, a girlfriend, a boyfriend,
okay, Dora, could tell me, mom. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Please, I'm called Priscilla Kwati.
Okay,
I'm
Priscilla.
speaking from Ablekna.
All right, Priscilla. Let's hear your opinion.
I think sometimes some of the cream that we use, some of the pomade also generate
It's true.
some unpleasant scent on us.
Very true. Very true.
And also some of the perfumes too don't have good scent.
The perfumes,
So we also have to check, yes, please. Sister Dora, all the best, I greet you.
All right, yeah,
All right,
thank you for
very much.
All right, thank you for calling us. What's it? But I know some of the bleach, the creams that I use for bleaching, it do causes that because my school, my hostel, there was this Ivorian lady I know used it, this heavy smell center, like it's all there.
Foreigners,
Sorry, but that is the truth. And then she was using it to bleach, sister. Bleaching on phone ko baby. Mom sent a bun was about my skin. I have a caller. So hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm watching for boys from Chakrade.
Oh, it's a for who we are.
Obia,
Hey, showing now, mum. Now, and you bring what's happening.
Oh, and the 3 day I am here with them, I'm fine with
Oh. Anyashe, you're live on Facebook, and we see you call at eTVGhana on Facebook. Now, Cocotra phone in now, at it. Michiata, day phone in Michia one.
But you may tell my daughter to know here for Papa.
Mpache you, Mate. Obia Jodo. Yeah, that's a there, Frey.
Thank you.
All right, dear. I'm in Kuna, I'm not an American or very necessary. Otumo manka about Valentina. It's serious, so you'll be bleaching and smelling so bad everywhere. Thinking that my skin or I can bring it ayomate. And now says really enjoying this season. These are things we must take seriously. Thank you, Na. And Rahim says, like your program, Abdul Aziz from Tamale. Okay, Tamale Fungina one. Victoria Williams says, hey girl, this is a very vital topic. Bravo. Every 2 hours is recommended. I think he's talking about how to change the pad. Okay. And Kwabena Ajay Steve Austin says, Mercy, I'm here. You thank you for being here. And you can also send us your comments if you're watching on Facebook. So we are live on Facebook at eTVGhana. A person first and more WhatsApp. Yeah, we are one too. And to what na a friend na cheesy pizza. One of what sponsors I'm showing. Cheesy pizza is a pizza. Will chrome her memo beyond that. Pizza or a day will chrome on cheesy pizza. In fact, it will quite outside cry being a cheesy pizza. To the main small work Ghana had Pepe. I have a caller. I'm about make a cheesy pizza. No, why so much show. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes,
Good
my
evening.
dear. Good evening. I hope you are doing well.
Yes, please.
Okay, so what do you have for us tonight? And your name and where are you calling us from, though?
My name is Esina. I'm calling from Kaswa.
All right, dear.
Yes, I want to know if the pad, does it have any effect on us, like when you use it for too long without changing it early?
Okay, Valentina Dora, who liked it?
What did she say her name?
She's asking that does the pad has any effect when we use it for too long?
Okay. So my understanding, if you go for the cotton pad, no, it has no effect. But
when you use for too long,
for
that is
too
what she's
long,
asking.
it has no. If what's the effect of using the pad for too long is the unpleasant smell. It leaves an unpleasant smell.
And is it not going to give you some germs that would disturb the vagina? I think it will, right?
No, I'm not too sure. So I think it's even advisable for me. With my feminine wash, I go the natural way.
Okay.
You get
so
it.
you use the normal
Yes.
water.
So after the menses, you get a hot water, and then you get mint leaves.
Okay.
You place it in the water, and then you steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
That thing, is it advisable, Valentina? To sit, some even use this big salt and pour them into hot water to sit on it. Is it advisable to do that?
Well, we have somebody who has, who is using it here, so I can vouch for, because I don't use any.
But does it work for you? Let me first.
It does.
With the mint and the warm water.
Yes, it does.
Okay, Valentina.
Either mint or in warm water or the
salt.
and with warm water.
That's
Yes, it
new
does.
information for me. But then I believe that with the question she asked, too long, I can't define too long right now because I don't know how long
is
she's
too
talking
long?
about. Yes. So if too long, let's say 8 hours, depending on your flow, I don't really know. I don't think 8 hours is good enough. You know, you have to.
Do you even have to wait till you flow so heavy before you change the pad?
I
My
think
sister,
It all
please, you need
boils
to
down
pay attention to the
it
smell
all
of your
boils
body.
down
Yeah,
to financial issues. You
Okay.
get it? Yeah.
Okay, so cheesy pigs are saying they move back, make some of voucher and corporate. Now, move from coach and win spend the as I say, pigs are chrome has that on 9 cheesy pigs. Now, Echo Osu branch now, you buy one, you get one free every single day. Osu, and any of the branches on Wednesdays, Echo why you buy one, you get one free. Well, Ring Road, if you walk Kaswa, I'm a favorite joint in Oya Kaswa branch because I want to open a meta Kaswa. And see, do overhead Nasia, right on your right hand side. A bone with cheesy pigs are there. Well, so this and every single day, Echo Osu branch now, you buy one, you get one free. You can also call this number. Stay at the comfort of your home. Just call them on 050-2533-397. 050-2533-397. A fresh cheesy pizza. Catch on them pocho. A pizza will woofy. Obe deliver was abroad. So Valentina, thank you for coming on the show. This is from Cheesy Pizza. And Dora, this is also for you. And so you can go to any of their branches and then enjoy. Now, in that Mother's Day. 9th of this month, your Mother's Day. And to eTVGhana Suze, now on one of my favorite shows on eTVGhana, that is African Women's Voices. Manka Summer Sister, Eunice Toye Mrs. Yes, I friend Mrs. T. She is the host. And in fact, send your stories about any woman who has played a motherly role in your life. I mean, that story that will touch life, that will touch people's hearts to give you a lot of rewards on African Women's Voices. So send it to us and tag at eTVGhana and at exactly 8 p.m. every single Wednesday. African Women's Voices airs on eTV. Now, it being an amazing gift for that amazing woman in your life. So happy Mother's Day to my mother in advance. Yes, Mrs. Hega Imprim, Anna Hega Danko, or Man Kesim. Happy Mother's Day to her. What would you more? Yeah, easy. Hey, Bessie B, I saw them. Easy to mommy why as me shirt and me auntie mama say that no so why as papa and mommy be away play any motherly role in my life be but that's sure Mrs. no Caesar do all no chere mesma diary near what church na ya planning in life in sure so Valentina, thank you for coming on this show. I must say you've been of a blessing to us. Dora, sure.
Oh, I think you've been biased. You gave a shout out to your mom. Allow us.
Please go ahead. Okay,
happy Mother's Day in advance to my mother. Yeah, Mrs. Agnes also. I know you are watching me. And then every woman who has played a motherly role in my life. Happy Mother's Day.
All right, Valentina, what's the name of your mother?
Yeah, Victoria Rutakun.
Okay, Madam Victoria, happy Mother's Day. So, and to every mother, we wish you a happy Mother's Day in advance. And thank you all for watching. To my crew, I say a big thank you to everyone. Thanks to Cheesy Pizza for being the sponsor of this show. God bless you. And to everyone, we love you. Stay safe and be hygienic as a female. Please, use pad, use at least every 5 hours, be making sure they change and smell good as a lady. Thank you for watching.